Okay guys, welcome to my how to hold video. In this video we'll be looking at Inferno, and we'll be looking at the jungle part of Inferno, or the long A section, whatever you want to call it. From T-spawn it's up and to the left. We'll be covering timings, angles, positions, grenade usages, pushing, and terraced after plant positions as well. So let's first get into describing which area of the map we're looking at on the map. So we'll be looking at this section of the map, which is kind of the middle section, and we'll also be covering the A site and a bit of the pit as well. So mainly we're covering it from the definition of long A, and we'll be covering it from mid to the left. But in more specific terms, we'll be covering it from the left side of the map. We will not be covering attacks either from the dig short A area, or the apartments area, or from CT spawn, depending on how you want to do this. These are covered in other videos. So let's first look at timings. We're going to look at counter-terrace timings, and the meeting angle. So for a counter-terrace to get to the top of mid, looking down mid, it's very quick since it's one of the quickest places for them to get to. It takes them 7 seconds. For a terrace to get to the T stairs to watch up mid, it takes them 9 seconds. So counter-terrorists get there before them, and if they're actually covering the jungle area, they don't actually need to peek down mid, it takes them even less time. Should have plenty of time to prepare. The meeting angle is the mid angle. Let's have a look at angles. We're going to look at aggressive and defensive angles. So there's a T-stairs angle, there's a few angles across mid, then there's top mid, then there's into the jungle area from cutout, from the arch, across the arch, from spawn, a few angles there, and then across the library, close to the A site. These are more of defensive angles here. You're giving up jungle control. And then A site across to mini pit, from pit to pit, again defensive angles. Now let's have a look at positions. We're looking at aggressive, defensive, 1 kill, and AWPing positions. So you can play aggressive in mid, from 2 angles. You can play in the cutout. You can play at the corner, in the arch, speedway, outside of the arch, in the library looking down, graveyard, site, pit, and also the balcony area defensively there. So let's have a look at these in game. So the first position is aggressive down mid, or you can play watching second mid. Second mid's a better angle. Cutout here is useful as a 1 kill position. You can get molotoved out real easily. Default angle here at the corner can be pre-fired. Here's a pretty good position, but you are giving control of top mid, so we're getting to defensive positions. This is more of a rotating position, super defensive, and you can't really kill them. This is a better position, but again, quite defensive. Rotating position here again, you're going to be able to kill 1. This is a good position if you want to play defensively, and you want to be a quick rotator. Again, a default position if you want to help out dig, it's pretty decent. And if you're stuck on site and you have to get jungle, usually if your jungle guys goes down, these are the positions you probably want to use. So this is a really good position in pit, but it does give control of jungle, so just be careful. And again, balcony here. AWPing positions, we can AWP down mid. It's quite good. It's pretty aggressive. You can AWP watching second mid, just be careful for boiler, and even mid as well. Default AWPing position here at the corner. Get a pick and pull back. Not a very good AWPing position, but can be used. And here as well, can be used. Usually if you're rotating, or you want to rotate. And this is quite a good AWPing position. You can hold at odd angles here. And pit as well, usually if you're rotating or watching dig and jungle. Let's have a look at grenades. We're going at smokes, flashes, and incendiary grenades. So the first smoke grenade, just going to be smoking off the top of mid. These are good for delaying, for forcing them to run through smokes. Pretty much the best smoke you're going to be able to do watching jungle is just smoking off top mid. You can do it from lots of locations. So you can even do it from the cutout. If you do it from the cutout, and they're close up, they might be able to notice you're in the cutout. So you're going to have to use it to rotate out of the cutout, which works quite nicely. From the default corner position here, just throw one straight down. Nice to delay them. You can also use it if they've smoked off one side, you can smoke off that. So then they're really delaying and hoping their smoke clears before they run through yours. From here you can smoke off. This does give control of top mid to them, so getting into worse smokes here. But if they have smoked off dig, you can use this smoke to then get control and force them not to push into A. Again, you can do this smoke from many locations. So these smokes are really useful if they've got smoking off dig, and they're wanting to push jungle, you can just smoke them off and force them to stay top mid. And you can just throw these smokes from lots of different places without being seen. If you get these in front of the cutout, as they're done here, they're even better, because then you can move into the cutout, or move your teammates out of the cutout. They have to check cutout. Flashbangs are quite good. You can flash straight down mid, over the top. But you can't really peek very easily with that flashbang. You can use this flashbang to flash second mid. These are more of delaying flashbangs. You can actually use them to peek out, or help your teammates peek out if you wish. If you want to use one that you can more peek out with, you can just pop flash over the top here. This flashes people close, and all the way down 2 stairs as well. Or you can do an underhand flash if you want to flash really close. This one does not flash 2 stairs, so be careful how far you peek out. If you're in the cutout, you can throw a flash in the back wall. Make sure you get the right angle. It will flash quite here nicely. If you get the wrong angle, it will hit the wall. Or you can do an underhand flash as well if they're close. So if they know you're in cutout, this flashbang works quite well. If they don't have any incinerators, you just pop flash them all. You can also use the back wall using a 2-handed flash. This rolls out and flashes quite nicely. If you're in the corner position, you can move slightly away from the corner and use the wall to flash. Make sure you flash it high enough so it bounces up instead of rolling across the ground. Or you can use the underhand flash at the corner. So this works quite nicely if they're close up, depending on if they're close up or further away. You can also use this wall here to flash, just a straight flash. This one's a bit easier to see, but it's much easier to throw. If you're in the arch, usually if you're rotating in, you can pop a flashbang, flash top mid. Or you can throw a flash as you're coming into arch, just 2-handed flash, rolling out. This flashes people in the jungle area, so depending on where you think they are, which flash you want to use there. If you're really far back rotating, you just throw a straight flash in, which will do the same. Roll out, flash jungle area. If you're at this spot here, you can do a 2-handed flash. Just pops out. This flashes people, anyone watching the arch, so if they know you're there, you can do this flash and it should flash them. If you want to get fancy, you can throw a flash over the arch. This will flash people top, mid, and jungle as well. Works quite nicely. If you're in library, you can roll the flash along the bottom. Flashes people watching library. If they're watching the cutout, they won't get flashed, or if they've gone around the corner yet, they won't get flashed either. You can use the wall to do a straight flash. Bit easier to see. And again, if they're watching cutout, they won't get flashed. If you want to flash top mid from here, you can. Just do a running straight throw. This flashes top mid and actually all the way down 2 stairs as well. Usually a better flash is to bounce it off the little ledge there, and this flashes all the way into jungle. You pop flashes as well. You can also use the top of library to flash. So use whichever flash is easiest for you, and for where they are at the time, or where you think they are. Graveyard, you can pop a flash. Usually if they know you're there, this flash works quite nicely. If they don't know you're there, you may as well wait until they know you're there, because they're going to figure out that you're there pretty easily. On site, you can do a pop flash as well, just bouncing off the wall. This only works if you know they're going to be peeking that far in jungle, because at the moment now they've got control of CT spawn, if you're the guy playing jungle, so just be careful that they're not going CT spawn to B, if you're going to use these flashes. So that flash will flash jungle as well. So if you think they're going to wrap to A, some of these, like this flash here, will actually flash both jungle and dig. Or both mini pit and dig, I should say. If you throw this flash, you can be caught from dig quite easily, but it does flash jungle quite nicely. For incendiary grenades, we're going to pop them pretty much the same spots as we did the smokes, but this one here will work quite nicely at chair. Force someone out of chair, or if they're low you can throw one there. Or you can pop one top mid. Not very effective unless you're running out of smokes and they're running out of time. This incendiary here is decent. It's going to stop people pushing you to corner there. You can get out, use it to get out. This one here, again, delays time. It's only going to delay you a couple of seconds, but hopefully it stops them from popping their smokes. This one here is quite good if they've smoked off jungle. You can bounce it against the wall and it incinerates them off going to dig side. If you're in the arch area, you can pop one that's going to stop people peeking that far across to the arch. It just delays them getting to the arch. Hopefully by the time their smoke's cleared, your incendiary will be still going, and you can take from dig. So this one here is just going to stop them going past the archers. They will know you're there in archers, so you can use this one in the rotator library if you want. So you can use it to change positions. This one here is going to be kind of useless unless they're pushing onto the A site, but again, can be useful. For From library you can do a running one to stop them pushing across to jungle, but it still gives them control of top mid, so just be careful. You want to contest the top mid part and then fall back if you have to. You don't want to play it super defensively all the time. So you can keep incinerating off mini pit from lots of locations, but remember you do give control of jungle or top mid, depending on how far you do it. So it's only good if you think they're going to wrap to A or do like a split A tactic, because you just give them control of CT spawn if you're not contesting the jungle area. So yeah, Incendiaries to mini pit from here, they're all pretty much just straight throws. Now let's have a look at pushing, benefits and detriments. So it's only two ways to push. You can push down mid, and this is going to force people up banana. This is good if you're going to team's going to push banana as well. You can trap them at 2 stairs. You can push second mid, which is not quite so good, because it does give them control of top mid, which you really don't want to do. Usually you'd leave that to your partner's person to push there. Now let's have a look at TR smart positions, aggressive and defensive ones. So you can do library here. This is pretty aggressive, and it does lend them control of arch. This one's good if the bomb's planted for you. As you can see, there's a plant spot there. Here's okay to catch them off guard, and not the best position. Here's decent position if you've got someone watching mid. Good position on site. You can fall back behind the boxes if needed. Pretty good position. You can split here between here and dig, whichever one you want to watch. Probably one of the better positions. Pit, you can actually just not watch jungle and wait for them to cross. And up in the apartments is a really good position because you can fall back and watch the bomb plant. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.